Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we're going to Seattle with this story right here. And this is one of them stories where, before I even get into it, let me say this real fast to you guys. It seemed like a long time ago, what determined a good friend or just a friend, period, is somebody that you really got a chance to know and go through things with. And for you to do all that, one of the main things you have to do is have what? Time, right? Nowadays, you see a lot of younger people befriend people or call them friends because they have a good initial interaction, and anything can be further from the truth of what type of people these people are without being vetted truthfully over time. I'm going to tell you about a 17-year-old girl that's still in the hospital right now after being attacked a little while ago by a male and female. 17-year-old female, 16-year-old male that she met at some type of job convention or program she was in. And she's only known these people for 2 months. And now she's in the hospital recovering from stab wounds after they broke in her house, or in her grandfather's house where she was at, and tried to do her dirty for some odd reason. Stabbed her all in the face, neck, all over her body. I want you guys to take a look at this, man. There's some evil people out in the world, and it don't matter if they kids or not, man. It's out here, and it's real. You need to talk to your kids about really, taking time before they call somebody a friend, and like giving them the perks that you would give a lifelong friend or a diehard. Take a look at this.
Two teens accused of violently stabbing a 17-year-old girl. They're now facing attempted murder charges. The attack happened on July 5th at the victim's grandfather's house in West Seattle.
Today, a judge told both suspects they could be a serious threat to the community. Fox 13's Frankie Thompson spoke with the victim's sister about how she managed to survive.
That's our youngest sister.
Holding on to the good times, Jasmine Goodwin finds comfort looking at old family pictures with her little sister by her side.
It's really fun to reminisce on those fun memories, and as we work through the coming weeks and months, probably years, we hope that we can just build more of those memories with her.
Memories that will help Goodwin ease the pain as her sister, now 17 years old, is recovering from a vicious attack.
Half of her face is almost immobile because they stabbed her through the cheek and into her mouth.
Two teen suspects, the boy just 15 years old, are both accused of violently stabbing Goodwin's sister. Both suspects appeared in juvenile court, now facing serious consequences.
A finding of 1 count of attempted murder in the 2nd degree, Your Honor.
The attack happened on this street in West Seattle's Delridge neighborhood. Goodwin's sister has been living in the area for only a couple of months, caring for her 83-year-old grandfather who is recovering from multiple surgeries. Goodwin says in that short time, her sister met the two teens at a career training program, befriended them, and invited them over to the house.
It sounds like that evening they returned, entered through the back door, locked the door behind them so my sister could not get out. Some confrontation occurred, and next thing my sister knows, she's being stabbed. She was stabbed several times in the face, through the cheek, on her chin, on her head, and her neck. All over her body.
Somehow Goodwin's sister managed to escape and lock the door from her attackers, but instantly collapsed as she was quickly losing blood. Goodwin says her elderly grandfather could only yell for help due to his limited mobility from surgery.
Heard her scream, just the most blood-curdling scream that he's ever heard, ever. If he didn't yell back and help scare them away, and if he hadn't been here to call 911 for her, the blood loss probably would have taken her life.
She's been in the hospital ever since first responders rushed in to save her, but her blood is still pooled on the walls and floors of her grandfather's house. It's why Goodwin started a fundraiser to help collect money to clean it and no longer haunt him.
He doesn't deserve to have to pay literally for what these criminals did to not only his home, but to his granddaughter.
The suspects now ordered to secure detention as their cases move forward in the judicial system. Now Goodwin worries how this terrifying encounter will shape her sister's picture of the future.
We don't know what her new normal is going to look like. Is her face going to start to work again on one side? Are the scars going to be visible Are her emotional scars going to heal? Is she going to trust people again?
I mean, the evil is mind-boggling in this attack. I have a couple of questions, and maybe you went over this, but how did she know them in the first place? And then where did they actually catch them? And that is fast work by SPD.
Yes, absolutely. So this teen has known these kids only a couple of months. She met them through a career training program, and that's how she was able to befriend him. Now, Seattle Police Department tells me they arrested these kids from Snohomish County yesterday. They live in Snohomish County. They were living in Marysville and were arrested yesterday. That's why we were able to see them in court, in juvenile court today.
Yeah, and again, as David mentioned, just pure evil in this case. The fact that the crime itself is really shocking, but the fact that these are teenagers accused of doing this. So since it's so serious and that girl is in the hospital just fighting for her life in this case, could there be additional charges more serious, than maybe another case?
Absolutely. So the female suspect in this case, she is 17 years old, and a judge told her today in court that because of her age, the nature of the crime, how serious the allegations are, her case could move over to the adult court. Now, the judge told both suspects today that there could be more charges pending. Prosecutors have until Friday to make those additional charges, and then they will be arraigned on whatever charges they're facing come this Monday.
Well, at least they're still locked up until we find out more later this week. Frankie, thank you.
That's messed up and scary that you can meet somebody and you got two evil minds putting their heads together for the wrong thing to take advantage of somebody that they call a friend. Said they went over a house first and then snuck back and broke in. That makes me think that there was something in that house the grandfather had that they was after. I think it was a robbery. You know what I mean? That's what I think. But either way, they talking about the 17-year-old might be brought up on charges as an adult. She should, and so should the 16-year-old boy. It's crazy nowadays how, no kids try to keep other ones out of trouble. It's like, let's go over there and kill somebody. Yep, let's do it. Let's go over there and break in the house. Oh, let's do it. Let's go over here and steal this car. Oh, let's do it. It's like, man, it's like everybody's a crash test dummy, and nobody sees the bad that can come from doing bad stuff. So the girl's blood pooled in the house so bad, they got to get a crime scene cleanup crew to come and get the blood up because it's giving trauma to the grandfather. And I want you to think about this. She went over there. She's not even from over there. She went over there to help the granddad, get well, get him back to his normal life while almost losing hers. Now, she invited them people over the house, and, the grandfather's in the room, bedridden or whatever. Can you imagine? Your caretaker, whether it's family or not, is screaming for their life, getting stabbed up in another room, and all he can do is scream from the bed because he's immobile. That's a hell of a feeling. And these kids don't think about none of that type of stuff. They don't even care. It takes a lot of stupidity to run. I'll give you an example, carjack. Run up on somebody you don't know for their vehicle. Vehicles are expensive, and a lot of people, vehicles are life. So are houses. People have a right to defend their property. These kids don't think about that. They just run up in there. Oh, we got a knife. We'll go up in there, and whoever's there, we just gonna take them out. This is the society we live in right now. This girl almost died, all because she befriended two demons, and it almost cost her big. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, why they got to go fund me up to clean up blood? Why don't they just go over there and clean up the blood themselves? A lot goes into that. I mean, it's a biohazard like that, and the blood, it has iron in it and all that stuff, and it seeps into the floorboards. It's a smell you can't get out unless you got specialized chemicals. That's why they asking for people to help them. Because I was looking at the comments, people like, oh, what do you need? It's a lot of science that goes into that stuff. That's why you think killers always get caught when they spray the luminol on the bloods down there. But either way, that's neither here nor there. It's a good thing she survived, but it fractured her sense of security. Like a lot of other cases I do. It shouldn't have to be like that. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.